Our planet is 100% explored. We know every single inch of land. But right beneath us begins a world that does not belong to man. We are heading to the very bottom of the Earth, into the Mariana Trench, 11,000 meters of a vertical abyss. Here, in the deep, the laws of physics simply stop working. Massive searchlights cut through the eternal, blinding darkness, and beyond the edge of this light, sonars detect something that shouldn't be there. This is not just dead water and cold rocks. It is a hidden ecosystem that has never seen the sun, at a depth capable of instantly crushing steel into foil. Deep-sea probes record massive thermal anomalies and colossal tectonic rifts reaching down to the planet's core. In this video, we will go through every stage of this deadly descent. We will reveal what hydrosonars have been hiding for decades. Are you ready to find out what secret sleeps at the very bottom of the abyss? Fasten your seatbelts. Our descent begins. Our journey into the absolute void begins at the surface. Here, in the Twilight Zone, the ocean seems familiar and calm, but this blue ceiling is only a thin barrier hiding an alien world. The heavy hatch of the bathyscaphe locks shut. The valves open, and thousands of gallons of ballast water rush into the tanks. There's no turning back. We pass the first 100 meters. The warm, golden rays of the sun begin to lose their power. The water turns into a dense, deep turquoise. At 200 meters, we officially cross the boundary of the Twilight Zone. Light is fading. Red and orange wavelengths disappear completely, leaving only cold shades of blue. The pressure outside reaches 20 atmospheres. Every square inch of our hull is now bearing the weight of a heavy truck. The titanium structure adjusts to the immense force. At 400 meters, we encounter a strange phenomenon. Millions of ghost-like translucent organisms form a dense living wall. This is the great vertical migration of the deep sea. They spend their entire lives in this cold twilight, hiding from predators above. In the beams of our searchlights, their delicate bodies glow with an eerie green light. Suddenly, the sonar detects a massive object ahead. It is a whale fall, an oasis of death on the barren slopes at the deep ocean floor. A 30-ton skeleton has become a feast for hundreds of blind scavengers. Giant isopods and sleeper sharks tear at the frozen flesh in complete silence. We leave the graveyard behind and continue our descent. At 700 meters, the water temperature drops to a frigid 4 degrees Celsius. Human eyes are useless here. The pitch-black water absorbs everything. Only 2 powerful halogen beams from our bathyscaphe keep us connected to reality. 1,000 meters. We have reached the gates of the Midnight Zone. Below us lies an endless, silent void. The true horror of the ocean is about to reveal itself. "1,500 meters. We sink into the Midnight Zone. This is a kingdom of eternal frost and crushing pressure, occupying 3/4 of the entire ocean. Here, the water pressure exceeds 150 atmospheres. Every window of our vessel feels the weight of a fleet of military tanks. Nature does not want us here. To survive in this absolute darkness, the inhabitants of the midnight waters had to become monsters. They do not need eyes. They use the light of death. Bioluminescence is the only currency here. Predators use glowing traps to lure prey straight into their massive, unhinged jaws. 2,500 meters. Here, On the barren oceanic plateaus lies the digital heart of our civilization. The worldwide internet highway. 98% of all global data flows through these optical fibers. But this artificial network is highly vulnerable to the wild nature of the abyss. Near the coast of Norway, a giant humpback whale became fatally entangled in a communications line. To save the animal, rescuers had to cut the cable. In a matter of minutes, an entire region of Scandinavia lost internet access. This event proved how easily the modern world can be paralyzed from the deep. 3,500 meters. At this depth, underwater microphones recorded the most mysterious sound in the history of oceanography. The bloop. For decades, conspiracy theorists spoke of an undiscovered sea monster larger than a blue whale, but the scientific truth turned out to be much more grand. This terrifying sound was the cry of an icequake, a giant Antarctic iceberg breaking apart and scratching the hard bedrock of the ocean floor. 4,000 meters. We leave the midnight zone behind and enter the Abyssal Plains. The water pressure rises to 400 atmospheres. The gateway to the abyss is open. "4,500 meters. We emerge onto the Abyssal Plains, an endless, silent desert of gray mud, stretching for thousands of miles in absolute darkness. Through the cold water, columns, flakes of marine snow drift continuously. Organic debris falling from the upper world, the only source of food in this barren waste. 5,000 meters. Ahead of us rises the mid-ocean ridge, the longest mountain chain on Earth, formed by the constant movement of tectonic plates. This ridge is the primary zone of volcanic activity on Earth. Here, the planet's crust is torn open, spewing raw energy from the molten mantle directly into the freezing sea. Out of the darkness step the hydrothermal vents, hydrothermal chimneys known as black smokers. They spew toxic minerals heated to an incredible 400 degrees. In the Pacific Ocean, scientists discovered a monstrous structure, a 30-meter geothermal tower named Godzilla, a skyscraper of pure sulfur and iron. At a pressure of nearly 500 atmospheres, where most organisms would perish, these infernal towers are teeming with life, as densely populated as a tropical jungle. But the most critical location in the entire Atlantic Ocean is the Lost City, a field of glowing white limestone towers that look like an abandoned alien civilization. Inside these white towers, a unique chemical reaction occurs. Under intense pressure, complex hydrocarbon molecules form spontaneously, the exact building blocks of all life. 6,000 meters. The plains end. The bathyscaphe approaches the edge of a bottomless trench. We enter the Hadal Zone, the kingdom of absolute horror. "6,500 meters. We officially cross the threshold of the Hadal Zone. Named after Hades, the Greek god of the underworld, this is a realm of crushing pressure and perpetual darkness. At 8,000 meters, the water pressure exceeds 800 atmospheres. It is equivalent to the weight of dozens of commercial airliners pressing down on a single human body. Yet even in this crushing abyss, life refuses to surrender. Out of the darkness emerges the Mariana snailfish, the deepest living fish known to science. Its body is nearly translucent. It lacks a swim bladder, and much of its skeleton is composed of flexible cartilage. Specialized molecules within its cells help it survive the immense pressure. 10,000 meters. The sonar signals become unstable. We are approaching the deepest trench on Earth, a tectonic scar where the Pacific Plate dives beneath the Philippine Sea Plate. This is a subduction zone, a planetary engine driven by immense tectonic forces. Here, colossal amounts of energy accumulate, occasionally releasing themselves in earthquakes powerful enough to generate devastating tsunamis. 11,000 meters. Challenger Deep, the deepest known point in Earth's oceans. The searchlights of our bathyscaphe illuminate the ultimate frontier of our world. This place is more remote than the moon. Fewer people have visited Challenger Deep than have walked on the lunar surface. It is a realm of profound and unsettling isolation. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet it remains largely unexplored. We look toward the stars while knowing so little about the alien world hidden beneath our own seas. It is time to turn off the lights, to listen to the pulse of the Earth in a place untouched by sunlight for millions of years. Beneath 11 kilometers of water, we encounter something unexpected. Silence. Because the abyss does not merely hide secrets, it reflects who we truly are.